Stop assuming you need to drop 55 bucks on a dozen of the exact same balls the tour pros play. Honestly, that's the absolute biggest money mistake everyday golfers make. You're paying premium prices for performance you probably aren't even using, especially when the average weekend player loses 4 to 6 balls a round. Today, I'm gonna walk you through 5 picks that give you real distance off the tee, hold up decently well, and stay under $30 a dozen. Just think about the math on this for a second. Losing 4 to 6 $55 tour balls cost you over $100 every few rounds just to keep a fresh ball in play. That hurts your wallet, and frankly, it ruins a good Saturday. Later, I'll show you the one thing most buyers never check when they try to fix this problem, and it costs them every time. Plus, stick around because I'll reveal a direct-to-consumer pick a bit later that cuts this $100 bleed entirely in half. Okay, section 1. What actually drives distance and saves cash? This whole budget ball category confuses a lot of buyers because they think cheap automatically means hitting a literal rock off the tee, but that's just not true anymore. Notice the construction difference here. A premium tour ball uses a multi-layer design with a high-spin urethane cover. That gives pros incredible stopping power on super firm greens. A budget distance ball, though, uses a simpler two-piece design with a firm core and a highly durable Srixon cover. That firmer core actually reduces spin off your driver, and less spin means straighter flight and more rollout. That's right, a good two-piece ball can genuinely outdrive a softer, way more expensive tour ball for a lot of amateur golfers. Now, this is exactly where most golfers waste money. Compression is simply how easily the golf ball's core squishes at impact. If you swing the club slow and you buy a high-compression tour ball, it feels like hitting a stone because you physically cannot compress it. You literally leave distance on the table. You want to match the core firmness to your specific swing speed. If you do that, the energy transfer peaks and you get maximum distance without having to swing out of your shoes. And that brilliantly illustrates our first pick. If you want name brand distance without the Pro V1 price tag, the Titleist Velocity is your go-to. It's built as a two-piece ball with a massive high-speed core. That core is designed specifically to kill spin off the driver and give you a much higher launch angle. For average golfers who tend to balloon their drives and lose distance, this combination of low spin and high launch produces way more raw carry. So let's look at the verdict. You buy this if you swing at a moderate pace and want that extra 15 or 20 yards of carry. The strength here is genuine distance. It's not just marketing hype. However, you need to know the real weakness. It's got a clicky feel around the greens. If you're used to a soft urethane hover, your chips and putts are going to feel very firm. Skip this if you rely heavily on a soft short game feel. Let's move over to our next pick and see how this builds for a totally different type of player. The Callaway Supersoft is one of America's most popular budget balls. Why? Well, because it uses a very low compression core. It's extremely easy to compress, even if your swing speed is well under 90 miles per hour. That translates to way more energy transfer and more distance for seniors, beginners, and really anyone who feels like they're swinging hard but the ball just isn't flying. The Supersoft is perfect if you want that ultimate soft feel at a budget price. It flies straight and definitely helps minimize the slice. But before you buy, you need to hear this next part. Wedge friction wears this cover down fast. It is nowhere near as durable as a firm Srixon ball. Also, if you swing over 100 miles per hour, skip this immediately. You'll overcompress the core and actually lose distance off the tee. Okay, if you're tired of paying for massive marketing campaigns, pick number 3 is absolutely for you. The Srixon Soft Feel is the quiet, no-drama option. Srixon just doesn't shout as loudly as Titleist or Callaway, which means the price often drops comfortably under $25. You get a really quality two-piece distance ball with a soft feel, completely avoiding the hidden brand tax. The verdict on the Srixon is that it's a perfectly balanced ball. Buy this for reliable, everyday play where value per dozen is your main goal. The weakness is simply that it's a jack of all trades and a master of none. It's not the absolute longest on this list, and it's not the softest either. Skip it if you're seeking a highly specialized ball, but grab it if you just want solid, affordable consistency. Pick number 4 shifts us right back to pure, raw yardage. The TaylorMade Distance Plus is engineered specifically for penetrating flight and way less drag in the wind. For the average golfer playing on a breezy Saturday, this ball cuts through the air better and keeps rolling after it lands. It's a total no-nonsense pick when all you want is to hit your driver farther down the fairway. You buy the Distance Plus for easy-to-hit distance. And as a nice bonus, it features an excellent built-in alignment aid for putting. But the cheaper option is not always worse. Here is the catch. It will feel firm. Compared to the Supersoft, it is noticeably harder off the club face. Skip it if prioritizing soft feel around the greens is an absolute deal breaker for your short game. All right, here is that open loop pick I teased earlier. Pick number 5 is the Vice Drive. Vice is a direct-to-consumer brand. That means they cut out the middleman and the retail markup completely. You're getting a 2-piece Surlyn cover construction built for low spin and high launch, but at a price that often drops well under $20 a dozen when you buy their multi-pack bundles online. So the crucial point here is that this is the smartest bulk buy for high-volume players. The price-to-performance ratio is honestly unbeatable. The weakness? Well, you have to buy it online blindly. You can't just pick up a sleeve at the local pro shop to test it out. It also has a pretty firm feel. But look, if you lose a lot of balls and want to maximize your savings over an entire season, buy this in bulk and do not look back. Moving on to Section 2, Smart Budget Buyer Rules. Knowing the right ball to buy is only half the battle. Buying it the right way is how you actually stop bleeding cash. Step 1, check your compression. Distance comes from matching the ball to your swing speed, not the fancy label on the box. Step 2, buy in bulk. Golf balls do not go bad sitting in your garage. When you see a sale under $20, stock up. Step 3, ignore tour ball hype. If you're 15 handicap, you cannot physically utilize the spin of a Pro V1 anyway. Step 4, calculate full season cost. Most buyers skip this and regret it later. A $50 dozen where you lose 6 a round is a terrible financial decision compared to a $20 dozen you can just play totally stress-free. I always want to keep it honest with you guys. Budget distance balls under $30 are highly practical, but they are not perfect. The pros are huge. You save 50 to 60%, you play with way less stress, and you actually get better distance for an average swing. But the cons are real. You have limited greenside stopping power, they feel firmer on your putter, and if you have a terrible wiping slice, some low-spin balls can actually worsen the miss because they don't grip the club face at all. You just have to know the trade-offs. Let's look at a quick alternative. You can go even cheaper with Costco brands or by looking at used and lake balls from reputable resellers. You can often find premium tour balls recovered and graded for $20 to $30 a dozen. But if buying used, this next point matters a lot. Condition consistency is a huge risk. A waterlogged ball will completely rob you of distance. Only buy from high-quality graders or, honestly, just stick to new budget distance balls to guarantee fresh cores every time. All right, Section 3, the final value verdict. We've covered a ton of ground today. Now, let's lock in the absolute best value choice based on exactly how you play, so you can stop overpaying. Here is your cheat sheet. If you need name brand distance and have a moderate swing, buy the Titleist Velocity. If you are a slower swinger wanting that soft, easy-to-compress feel, grab the Callaway Supersoft. If you just want a reliable, drama-free ball that does everything decently well, the Srixon soft feel is the best balanced value. If you demand simple, wind-cutting distance, go TaylorMade Distance Plus. And if you're a high-volume golfer looking to maximize your budget across the whole year, order the Vice Drive in bulk. That is the breakdown. Now it's your turn. What ball are you playing right now, and what is your strict budget per dozen? Are you buying new or used? Drop your handicap and your current setup in the comments below. I read them and I will try to point you toward the right pick for your specific game. If this explainer helped you rethink your buying habits, hit subscribe. Keep playing smarter and keep saving.